fans, thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for him.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. And for the Spurs, Weber is out there with ABC. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Maxey in at the shooting guard position. Well, for those players who were discussed in trade talks, Greg, but weren't dealt at the deadline, it's got to be hard for them to ever, I guess, trust team management again, huh?
No doubt about it, but, you know, we have a saying. If you play at the highest levels, you have two families. Your first, which is your family at home, and your second. The only one you trust is your first family. The second family, it's a business relationship, and you know what? You could have a third family the following week if you get traded. And so some guys block out the noise and manage their emotions well. Others don't, and they tend to struggle.
So it's all in the family. Got a hand on it. Pass to Knox. The three. Sinks the triple.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to ABC. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Weber. Wilkins grabs the miss. Pass to Knox. Shoots over Weber. That one wide left. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Picked his pocket. Right side Wilkins. Can't hit from in close. Here's ABC. Last game 26 points to the wing on the left from 18 feet away. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first two shots tonight. To the inside. Oh!
No, he didn't.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here is Cunningham. He's coming off a 10-point game again. He kicks it to Maxey. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Bryan. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Clock at 6. Jeremic. Weber pulls it in.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Ball's knocked loose. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Fires it up. Can't hit that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
So it's San Antonio now. Here's ABC. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. The Bulls leading by 3. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Knocked loose. In transition, here comes San Antonio. That shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
And the Bulls with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And here is Maxey. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Now here is Weber. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Deflects the pass. No good on the triple. San Antonio trails by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the paint. Oh, that's blocked. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Spurs. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Hangs. Here's Knox. It's tipped.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Shooting 2.
That's good for Maxiel. Maxiel hits them both. Chicago leading. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
Chance to check out stats for Cunningham. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Wilkins takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
There's the pass to ABC. Here's Weber. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. Weber hits them both. And Chicago has possession. Yeremich defended by Maxiel. Weber pulls it in.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Inside. They swipe it. Pass to Keith. Over Maxiel. And he overshot that one, missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's tied up with that one. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Doyle. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here is Keefe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet. Here's Pollard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Here's James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
James. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And James drills them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Chicago trailing here. Doyle passes to Keefe. Teardrop shot. No good. Shot missing. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Costa guarded by Keefe. It's rebounded by Pollard. Passes to Doyle. And the rejection by James. And they're able to recover. So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 1. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Pollard. Nailed from three-point land. Pollard's got 5 now. San Antonio with the ball. James outside. Here's Costa. James trying to free himself up. Chicago grabs the miss. Knox has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pollard passes to Doyle. Wide open look. That one off the back iron and out. San Antonio trails by 4. Pass to Perkins. Down low. Here's Beck. And no good that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Doyle. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Costa. But they'll get another chance. James, the pass to Chase. Spurs working the ball around now. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Spurs. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Shot clock at 3. He gets it in there. Chicago leading. The pass to Haynes. Here is Keefe. That's tipped. Pollard passes to Wilkins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Knox. And again, no good by Chicago. Knox has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Now Perkins. He averages about 5 points a game. Passes it to Chase. James outside. Here's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Haynes. .146 left in the first quarter. Here's Keefe. And it's off from 3-point range. San Antonio trailing here. To the wing right side. James outside. Kicks it to Perkins. High post shot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Haynes. And he misses his first shot of the game.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Knox. It's deflected. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. 52 seconds left in the first. James outside. From the high post. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. James has gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Here's Haynes. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Down low. Pass to Perkins. Jacks up a 3. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. And he makes both free throws. Over to the wing. Here's Weber. And Weber throws it down.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Spurs. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, they've got Wilkins. Keefe is out there with Pollard. And it's Haynes in at the 3 spot. And here's James. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. The pass to Weber. Got it. Good job in the low post. Weber's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And here are the Bulls now. Passes it to Haynes.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Here's Keefe. Pass to Pollard. Here is Keefe. James covering. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Haynes. Shot clock at 6. That shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Now here is Weber. He's got 6. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Now it's a 6-point San Antonio lead. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Guarded by Weber. Here's Wilkins. A beautiful reverse layup. Wilkins has got his second basket of the game.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
James fires from way outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Going the other way.
Chicago making a switch here. Chicago trails by 4. Yeremich defended by Maxiel. Yeremich, and that one drops for him.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. ABC's checked in for Cunningham. Here's Justice. Here's Weber. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Weber's got 4 points in the quarter.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Yeremich. That one, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Justice, and it's blocked. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Haynes. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
But they get it back. Goes back up. That misses off the backboard.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition, because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Now, here's Maxiel. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 5-point game. The pass to Haynes. Passes it to Bryan. Haynes passes to Wilkins. 5 on the clock. And the shot goes down.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Spurs leading by 3. Here's ABC. Misses from short range. And they're moving it up. Guarded by Weber. To the paint. It's deflected. Here's ABC. No points in the game yet for him. Wilkins brings the double team. Stolen by Wilkins. They push it up. 4 on 3. Yeremich, defended by Maxiel. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. The Spurs shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Yeremich, defended by Maxiel. Yeremich, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 6. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
He goes up again, tries yet again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Bulls have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one at the line is good, so both teams making some changes here. So he gets them both. San Antonio leading. Perkins with it. Kicks to Maxiel. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 4 to shoot. Buries it from 3-point range.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. His man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard.
Defended by Maxiel. Misses in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Weber. To the inside. Shot clock at 5.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Yeremich, and a little luck that time, but it drops. 10 points for him.
taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Lets it go. Offensive rebound. Weber can't hit.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Doyle. The second chance effort. Knox misses. Spurs shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Chicago trails by 5. Jeremic can't connect from 14 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
The Spurs haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Chicago making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Chicago trails by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Doyle. Over Perkins. Shots good by Doyle. Doyle's got his first bucket of the night. San Antonio with the ball. They get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Keefe is checked in for Chicago. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 4. Inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Cunningham's got his first 2 points. And Chicago shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Good.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Spurs leading by 4. And the pass to Perkins. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Pass to Weber. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Pollard. Pollard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Yeremich. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Here's Cunningham. That one doesn't drop. And it's Chicago the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be their 2nd of 6 road games for the team. The game now all-time. 18 points for him.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And so it's San Antonio with it after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Weber. 9 feet out. And the shot is long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Keith missing. The Spurs shooting just 39% in the second quarter. And it's denied, but he gets it back. They're running on up the court. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
After a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Spurs shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. 51 seconds left to play in the first half. Clock at 4.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the inside. Pollard passes to Gordon. 27 seconds left in the first half. Misses the wing chair.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Pass to Chase. Here is Cunningham. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Top of the key jumper, no good. We come back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Looking at the Bulls, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.